One of the many ways that we conduct surveys is usually by the calls that we take on Nigerian Info.
It's okay.
So I'm certain that you will hear people who are for and
Of
against,
course.
which is very okay.
Of course.
Right? And I'm responding to, when you say you walk through the streets of Port Harcourt, you ask 10 people, 9 people. I think that number is way off.
You can check it out when they
right?
start making calls.
All right, so we are about to take calls now. I'm certain that you have heard, but if you've not, the State House of Assembly has begun impeachment proceedings against the governor. My question is simple. Is this impeachment about accountability or political vendetta? That's a very simple question. I'll repeat that question so you know what you're responding to. Do you think this impeachment is about accountability or political vendetta? 0817 923 0002. 0817 923 0003. WhatsApp is 080 903 416. We're live on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube at Nigeria Info PH. You can watch, listen, and engage. Please turn off your radio as you call. Good afternoon, Sam. I'm grossly ashamed of this puppet show of shame by the House of Assembly. This is called gross abuse of impeachment notice. They've made themselves pupils in the hand of the FCT minister, not even students. I think you know the difference. Students will ask questions of what they are asked to do, but pupils is Zubi Zubi. Bini Chief says, all right. I have Jude calling from Omuma. Good evening, Jude.
Yes, and good evening.
Good evening.
To your question, the issue of impeachment for me is political vendetta. If you check what has been happening in the state in the past 2 weeks, where the FCT minister has been going around on a task given and the governor on the other side doing his own. For me, Jesse has made it very clear. Otherwise, I was scared. Scared in the sense that the assembly has come up again. I thought it was a matter of once the offenses are put together and they call the governor or his lawyer, the next sentence we hear is hereby impeached. That was all I thought. I got scared. Now that Jesse has been able to tell us the processes, the judge, according to Jesse, has the yam, he has the knife. He's the one now I'm looking up to hear what he's going to say.
All right.
So I am relieved. It's a political vendetta, and I bet you from what Jesse has said, the House of Assembly, they will come up again to say something.
All right, thank you very much, Jude. Gospel calls from Rumudara. Good evening, Gospel.
Good evening, my brother Sam.
Good evening.
Yes. I'm Ariba Gospel.
All right.
I want to greet your guest in the studio.
Thank you, my brother.
First, Sam, I want to thank you for your position because I want to join you to say that when a witch cry in the night and some children or somebody died in the morning, sometimes it's not as a result of the witch that cried in the night, but be that as it may, Sam, we discussed earlier that why the first impeachment proceeding was stopped was because at that time, the status of the legitimate assembly members were still sketchy because the matters were before the Supreme Court. And after the Supreme Court, there was an intervention by Mr. President and a state of emergency was declared. At that point, the assembly members did not go ahead to continue with their impeachment proceedings because there was a political intervention. Sam, as it stands now, you are barrister in the studio. Law is one course that I would have loved to study, if not for accounting. And I'm aware that there is no branch of law that is called emotional law. It would be better that we keep emotion aside and speak law and reality. Sam, this kind of thing, we are also responsible for the governor to misinterpret and disobey court judgment. I will advise that our lawyers should do the listeners good by saying the way things are. The points raised out by the assembly member, are they valid? Have the governor spent money not appropriated for? Have the governor withhold money of the clerk of the house? These are vital issues that we should discuss.
All right, Gospa, we have other callers waiting. I don't want you to take all that time and not answer my question. So I'm going to ask again. Is this impeachment about accountability or political vendetta?
It is impeachment about accountability and gross misconduct.
All right. Thank you very much. Dede calls from Iwofe. Good evening, Dede.
I read your oracle and I also do your guest in the studio.
Happy New Year.
Yeah. For me, I think there is no cause for an alarm after listening to the guest, the explanation and the procedure for an impeachment. I think this now just reminded me of what the governor did last year when he informed the general public of presenting the 2026 budget by December in the very reviewed House of Assembly. So we are not talking about who destroy or who is in this or that. I think Governor Fubara has passed that level. We are looking at anything Martin wants to do. There is the speaker. He's free to do it. But I think there's no crisis in Rivers State. The governor will manage everything. But it's very unfortunate. He will present the budget of 2020. The supplementary budget that he did not present to them is under his discretion. He still have money. So if they feel that what he's doing is not good, they have started the process. Nobody.
Oh, man, I've lost that call. Well, I'll have to hold Barrister Williams a little longer because the fresh perspective to this conversation is about the supplementary budget. We spoke to one of the lawmakers and he said that they were certain that the governor was spending beyond the purview of the budget, and they were concerned as to why he did not send a supplementary budget to the House. So on the other side of the hour, we'll be looking at what the law says. I'll take more of your calls and more of your messages. Please stay with us.